Okay, so listen, we should it be afternoon or something? Good afternoon, good morning, wherever, good evening from wherever you're watching this from. So today there is a topic that's been bothering me for a while, especially looking at events unfolding with respect to people and relationships. Sometimes I get a message and then I hear, oh, this person is no more where the person should be, and then this one is not. And then when you look at the main problem behind every of these things, is just communication gaps. One person has just refused not to communicate well, disturbing the flow of information, disturbing the flow of, let's say, what blood is to the body. That's what communication is to every relationship, whether it's in the academic world, whether it's within among students, whether it's in the hospital, your place of work, whether it's even between a doctor and the patient, whether it's between the teacher and the student, whether it's between the students themselves, whether it's in the church, in the mosque, wherever at home, among couples, among intending couples. So all these things, communication goes a long way to nip a lot of the problems people are facing in the body. When we assume this person knows what I intend doing, and this person knows what I intend doing, we just give room for unnecessary things. But when communication is properly channeled, properly done, I see people communicating with dots. Like, what the fuck is that? Communicate with dots. I see people communicate with not even saying there's a communication on its own, and we're looking at 15 methods of communication, those that destroy relationships. So when communication stops, every relationship is bound to die. You're wondering why this relationship is no more going on. You're wondering why this person stops coming. You're wondering why this person stops talking. You're wondering why. Have you checked your communication skills? Some folks have zero communication skills. When I say zero, I mean zero. You are heading towards marriage. You are you are the leader of a group. You are the HOD of a group. You are holding various positions, and then you can communicate well with your subordinates. Imagine the president of the country. One of the problems Nigeria is having today, as we speak, is they could be working, but when the communication gap is there, oftentimes I tell people, I say there are certain things that there's a serious improvement, but when people are not told that, oh, this improvement you are seeing is as a result of some of the things we are doing, communicate to the people, communicate with the people, communicate well. So over the course of the days, as I get the time, I'll explain certain communication skills people need to adopt. It's annoying. Annoying. Sometimes you hear some things and then you're like, no, this, if you check through carefully, you notice that the reason why this person is acting, this one is not coming, this one is as a result of this person's communication skills to each of them. And then rather than be the clog in the wheel of progress, why not be the channel through which people can even blend together, can improve themselves, can do things better? And all this boils down to proper communication. It's not just about running, going online to do things, but things should be properly done. So over the course of the day, we'll be looking at first 15 methods proper. We'll be splitting them into the wrong and the right method of communication. And then we'll be looking at 300 to maybe 400 ways of properly doing things or questions that needs to be asked in any relationship, whether it's in the church, whether it's in the mosque, whether it's in the place of work, whether it's among students. Certain questions need to be asked. But I think I would start off with one that interests me most. And then I will. For those of you who have access to my YouTube channels, please, you could say the Word Made Flesh, and then the sports and politics for all, and then we have the nuggets of wisdom. So these three YouTube channels are very, they're interconnected, but depending on which of those things, if I'm taking academic things, you have to go to nuggets of wisdom, and maybe something related to a little bit of relationship. You can also see the nuggets of wisdom, but if it has to do with the word made flesh, those are strictly any form of communication that has to do with maybe religious connotations, because you just must understand you can't claim to be a religious person and you're communicating wrongly. It negates the very thing you portray to be standing for. It negates it. It negates it. And I hope God will give us the understanding to do better.